What is going on, everybody? August 1st, and this is episode 17 of
The Piledriver!
Whew. Damn right. Look at that shit.
Look at it. It's beautiful. First of all,
that's a nice pop.
Thank you to the Hammer. Thank you to the Hammer.
As a fellow Funko collector, especially the wrestling.
It's the Roman Reigns with the white head of the table shirt. He's got the gold glove on.
The shirt's kind of dumb.
The shirt's kind of lame, but it is Funko style. I've only seen 3 or 4 Funko shirts that I've actually liked.
I'll give you that too.
It is a cool pop, but we all know the reason that it is out this evening. You know the reason that I'm wearing the shirt. Ladies and gentlemen, acknowledge your chief.
I'm going to tell you right now, I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. Do not.
At this point, 700 days.
You cannot tell me.
700 days. Last night, there's only 4 other people that have had it that long. Hulk Hogan, Bruno Sammartino, Bob Backlund, and I forget who the other one was.
You know what I've done for 700 days?
What?
Not give a damn.
You know what I've done for 700 days? I've acknowledged my tribal chief. That's neither here nor there.
If that's your thing, man, that's you.
The card last night was amazing. The Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, I think, have fought 7 times, is the stat I read, in main events over the past couple years. This was the first fucking match where they put on a match. Like, it was a great match. It was a good show. It was a good story. Like, neither one of them...
I missed the Liv and Ronda match.
Oh, we're going to get into that. We'll get into that, because that was actually... It was a great finish, in my opinion.
The Brock and Roman match was amazing.
We're going to jump...
Brock should have won.
We're going to jump right into SummerSlam, and we'll jump right into the main event first. We'll jump right into the main event. Yeah! Because it was phenomenal.
Okay.
First of all, how much do you think Brock got paid to drive that tractor down the ring? Because
probably not that much.
He walked out.
He probably would have shot that idea to him, like, drive this out there, lift up the ring.
You're going to end up lifting up the ring.
He's like, bet.
Okay, so first of all, Roman comes out first. Brock comes out, walks about halfway down the aisle.
That's like this generation's Austin in a beer truck.
I said the exact same thing. He came out. Not only did he come out and drive it to the ring, he lifted the bucket up into the ring. For 60% of the match, this bucket was hanging over the ring. And they only had 66% of the ring to be able to wrestle on because the other 2 corners were, by that tractor. But before that, best part, Brock gets off the tractor into the bucket, does his own introduction, which was phenomenal. He didn't sound like a girl. He didn't squeaky voice.
No.
He sounded great.
Flannel, cut off flannel, cowboy hat. The throw.
Best part about it was the throw, and Roman just doesn't even move. Catches it, and winks at him.
Perfect camera angle.
Perfect.
The camera went there. Perfect.
And then
I'll give him that.
That was
smooth.
It was smooth.
It was so smooth.
But
it was good.
The match itself was good. Brock had some things.
And like that look alone kind of like intensified the match. You're like,
yeah.
You felt it. You're like, okay.
One of my favorite spots in the whole match was when they broke the table on the outside of the ring. Yeah. There was half a table laying up, right? And it was just laying there on the the legs. And it was just half of the table though. Brock picked Roman up and like spine bustered him on it, and it looked like it hurt. The table didn't break. It was already broken. He just hit it and it was stiff. And
How about Paul Heyman?
Paul Heyman took one last
Is he feeling that today?
Today? Maybe. Yeah, probably.
It's Monday.
Yeah.
It's Monday.
Probably.
You know that.
Yeah, because he took one. And
he sold it.
Do you think? How long do you think Lesnar's been waiting to give him that one?
Oh, probably a while.
Because even though I know it was all storyline, you know what I'm
Heyman takes a better F5 than Vince ever took a stunner.
For sure. Another thing I wanted to get into about this main event match. While the spot was cool with the lifting of the ring, never seen anything like that before in my life. So that was awesome. How would you feel if you were top left corner and you had paid $2,000 to sit front row, bro, and they lift up that fucking ring in front of you and you can't see shit?
Oh, I never even thought of that. I'd be
you can't
so
see
mad.
anything. Think about
I'd
it
be
now.
so mad.
Think about it from the hard camera.
At first,
this whole corner over here couldn't see anything that was going on by the announce table. Nothing.
No. I would have sat there like, This is bullshit. Like, it would have been
No,
cool first. It would have been cool first, like, whoa.
Like, whoa. But then Brock Lesnar should have let it back down.
Come on.
I think he missed the first time, too, as well, because he went to pick it up, and I think he missed underneath the post because he scooted the ring towards Michael Cole.
Oh, yeah.
5 feet, and Michael Cole flips shit. He was like, oh, Corey, get out of here. Michael Cole did phenomenal last night. He was phenomenal. Even Zoe said, me and Zoe watched the pay-per-view, even Zoe said, that sounds like Paul.
Yes.
Michael Cole did great last night. Like, it was not normal Michael Cole, and it was... But we knew the Usos were going to get involved.
Paulie's like Michael Cole and Joey Styles.
All mixed together.
Yes.
We knew the Usos were going to get involved in this match, though. And they didn't get involved early as I thought they would, though. Like, they got involved way late. Like,
did you see that video of Jay helping Brock suplex Jimmy? Or was it Jimmy helping? I think it was Jay.
Yeah.
I think it was Jay.
But, they made sure it happened. And if you weren't paying attention to stuff like that, you wouldn't have caught it.
Right.
But it... I don't know. Brock kicked
and I'm not critical
ass.
on stuff
Brock
like that.
Brock kicked Roman's ass, but Roman ultimately kicked Brock Lesnar's ass. Walked out 700 days and still champion.
You took him.
You're damn right I did.
I took Brock.
You're damn right I did. Point for me.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about Liv
Great
Morgan?
match, though.
You want to talk? No, fantastic. Like I said, they fought main event each other 7 times. I think was the number 7 times.
I'm over Roman.
He's gonna lose to Cody. It's gonna happen. We got to get Cody back. We can't.
I know.
You got to stick with him to WrestleMania. It's got to be Roman to
Let him
WrestleMania.
lose one title.
I don't think they'll ununify the titles.
But I'm not taking away from Roman what Roman's done. He's gotten so much better on the mic.
Agreed.
Your daddy's not here. That was hard.
That was the bet. Dude, that promo was solid.
I'm just... Maybe if Roman was by himself...
I
don't know. I'm kind of over the Usos, too.
Okay, so look, now, we're going to keep the card going, but this is the question. I told you I was going to ask you a question. My buddy Lionel, we got into this, because, of course, Summerslam night, I posted on my Facebook, my personal, and I'm like, head of the table. Hashtag acknowledge me. I tried to tell all y'all. And nobody wanted to listen to me. I tried to tell him.
I tried to tell him.
He's like, they're so overrated. They're so overrated. Do you think, this is my question, do you think the Usos are an overrated tag team? Not the Bloodline Usos. I'm talking about the Usos. Because my statement to him was, the Usos are one of the best tag teams of this era. Would you agree or disagree?
I can agree.
In this era only,
I can agree.
Would you place the Usos in your top 5 tag teams?
They're a good tag team.
And I'm talking about face painted Usos. All together, not just now. I'm talking about all together Usos, because the face painted Usos with the Hakas when they came out in the early, they were awesome then.
They're not.
When they changed the gimmick and they became thugs, they were when they started the We the Ones, and had the new music, they were good then. And now with the Bloodline, they're playing their role very effectively. They're world tag team champions.
Maybe I'm just critical on their moveset.
They put on a good match last night, and I got to thinking about that too, because I knew that was going to come up.
It's so predictable.
It is so predictable.
And it's over the years of watching them, you realize how small it is.
It is very small. It is small, and it's not as
and
small.
They need to add.
It's smaller than the tag team I'm going to bring up now.
I think that's why I'm so critical on them.
But
I think they're great, but it's like
who is very highly considered as one of the greats right now. Their moveset is the same every match almost to a T.
Who?
The Young Bucks.
Oh yeah.
And they're considered one of the greatest tag teams of all. The Usos and
but
the
they take more like
risks.
Crazy bumps.
Exactly. They'll take more. That's what I said. They'll do more flips.
I think that's
shit.
what kind of separates them.
But
you gotta give Usos they're older in age.
Yeah, they dive through the ropes still. They still do Uso splashes, and when they put on a hell of a match last night.
I just think they should every once in a while change a little bit.
I agree. Last night there was a
There's so many
of
sweet
kicks.
tag team finishing moves you can do.
Agreed.
Add something every once in a while. You guys are athletic as fuck.
I mean, the double splash from the corner is cool, but it's not as cool as if they had a tag team finisher. Because getting up top, from corner to corner into the middle of the ring on one dude, that's still athletic. Yeah. It's still far dive.
I mean, I don't know.
But they put on a great match last night against the Street Profits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe that's one. I'm a big Profits guy.
I know you are, because you took them. You took them.
I'm an even bigger Montez Ford guy. Future WWE champion. You heard it right here.
I'll give him that.
But he'll probably win a mid-card before.
I was going to say, I did see something on tonight, their resurgence. It was all over Twitter, and they did put out a package tonight on Raw with NWA footage and WCW footage of the U.S. title. Big Bobby Lashley vignette at the end, proud to be the U.S. champion.
They're
going to try to uplift that U.S. title, I think.
Fucking time.
So what I could see Montez Ford, if the split happens, I could see Montez Ford beating Bobby Lashley for that title.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? That'd be a good match.
Strength coming out holding up the belt, cup near him.
Mm-hmm. So that look. I mean, so we can do. You want to talk about that match?
That means they're gonna have to break up.
The Usos Street Profits match?
Yes.
Okay. I thought it was a great tag team match. It wasn't nothing spectacular.
I'm not hating on it.
I know you're not. But
maybe I wanted
you wanted the Street Profits to win.
Yeah.
And
I kind of took it more personally.
I get it, but it was a great match.
And it's because I feel about the bloodline. It's just kind of ran its course to me.
Montez Ford is a great athlete. His frog splash is bar none one of the best frog splashes I've ever seen.
Arguably the best ever.
Logan Paul's was pretty
I'm getting into that with you.
But we'll talk about that. The Street Profits put on a great match. I will agree. I won't say he's holding him back.
You can feel it.
Dawkins is not on the same level.
It's coming.
As Montez Ford.
Oh no.
So it's
no hate to Dawkins.
And
I love him.
That's why, like I said, like I was telling you earlier.
But it's coming. It's coming. They're gonna have to split.
If they split, does Dawkins get a good solo run, or does he end up like a D'Lo Brown, Tucker Knight? You know what I'm saying? Where he kind of just gets forgotten about.
That's the first thing I thought of was Heavy Machinery. They were great together as a tag team.
Yep. And then they dissipated, and now I don't care about Otis at all.
And I don't want to see Dawkins be treated like Tucker. I think he can have a decent solo. Maybe send him back to NXT.
Okay, I could see him fighting down there for like an NXT North American title or something like that.
Go after Carmelo Hayes.
I could see that.
I'd be cool with that. But he would never. He never would be in a world championship picture.
No. Angelo Dawkins, no.
Montez, yes.
And that's a very high. Yes, we are. I mean, and it's weird because we don't know the dynamic anymore. And this is another thing.
The dude can talk. The dude has charisma.
It's not even that. It's
he's athletic.
We know.
He has everything to be a star.
Over the years, Vince is notoriously racist.
Vince ain't here no more.
Exactly.
Put the straps on Montez.
Know what's gonna happen?
Light that rocket off and take that motherfucker to the moon.
Dude, anything could happen, and that's what I was talking to Paulie about. And because he was like, Paulie didn't want to watch SummerSlam because he was like, I'm gonna let the Triple H era get started.
I'm starting a swear jar for myself.
Why, are you cussing too much?
Too much, I feel like. I'll start donating money. Whatever goes in the swear.
To the
APL?
Yeah.
About it.
All right. So.
Are we starting an APL swear jar?
We can.
I'm for that.
We can. I mean. Excuse me.
Oh my lord.
With Montez Ford, it would take him a while, I think, to get to that. Like, he wouldn't just.
What are you saying a while? What's a while?
Kofi status.
Like that?
Yeah. Like, it'd be years. It would be years. He ain't gonna just pop up AJ Styles style and win the fucking.
I would say 5.
I didn't say 10, but 5's a lot of years, bro.
True.
5's a lot of years in wrestling.
I'm trying to think someone who's been around that long that still isn't. Ricochet's been around that long. Ricochet just can't talk.
Exactly. All right, let's move on. I picked the Usos. You picked the Street Profits. I'm up 2-0. Let's move on to Liv versus Ronda.
I didn't get to watch this match.
Okay, so we won't get into it that much. We'll talk about the finish because that was the most important part. It was a solid match. It was we all knew it was going to happen. Ronda beat the shit out of Liv. Basically the whole match. She attacked her left arm. She wore her down for the armbar. That was, she technical wrestled Liv Morgan and beat the shit out of her.
At one. You leave her alone.
I love Liv Morgan, okay?
No, you don't.
This is where it goes. This is where it happens in this. It was probably like a 10-minute match. It wasn't that long. She jumps up. Ronda jumps up, throws her in the armbar, right? Falls down. Like Liv's standing up still.
Yeah.
Got her arm down like this. She's got her. And Liv's in pain. Like, she's gonna tap. You can see it. And I'm like, man. I picked Ronda in this based on rock, paper, scissors loss, okay? So I was thinking I was gonna win this point, and I was not happy about it.
Oh, so there at one point you thought Ronda was gonna win.
I thought she was gonna win. Okay, so look. She's got her in the armbar, down, on the ground. Ronda cinches it in, and when she leans back to lock it in, both of her shoulders go to the mat. The referee drops down and starts to count. Her shoulders are down. 1, 2, 3. Liv just pinned Ronda. So they go to the replay. Michael Cole's excited. Corey Graves is like, wait. She tapped out. So they go back to the replay. They're down. Sure enough, she's got like this. Her other arm's up here on Ronda's leg. 1, 2, tap, 3. The ref was down here by the shoulders, though, so he couldn't see the tap. But sure as shit, she tapped out before.
This is a live reaction we find about this match.
And it was...
I don't know who won.
Like, I jumped up, and I was like, oh, this is where they're going to go with this. Because immediately Ronda jumped up. She thought she won because she tapped, Liv tapped out. She got pissed when she didn't get the belt, and the referee handed it to Liv Morgan, who's writhing in pain. Didn't even, didn't look like she should have won the match at all.
She's like, what?
Yeah. And I was like, okay, this is a good win because Liv keeps the title. It doesn't make Ronda look soft. You know what I'm saying? Because she won the match. But she made a rookie mistake. She's still a rookie.
Yeah.
She's still a rookie in this WWE business. So, I don't know how they're going to go from here. But Liv Morgan's pinned Ronda Rousey twice, and Ronda's only been pinned. This is the 4th time. She's only been pinned by 3 other people. 3 people total. Liv Morgan, Charlotte, and Becky. Those are the 3 people that have pinned Ronda Rousey in WWE.
Not many people. Do you like Ronda as a wrestler?
No.
Be honest.
No.
No?
No.
Maybe a little bit?
I don't. Maybe a little bit, I guess. Some of the stuff she did yesterday against Liv look, in a cage, it was a solid move. But in wrestling, it looked like she hurt Liv.
I wonder if I'm the only one, but when I heard Ronda was coming to WWE, my first thought was going to be like, we're going to get like a Shayna Baszler
type
badass
Ronda Rousey.
Yeah,
and
we'll just come in and just wreck shit.
It's not.
And it's not, and it hasn't been.
It's not. And like I said, dude, I think what gets me the most about it is she does stuff like last night when she was fighting Liv. She hit her with a couple judo throws, dude. Her little arm over the shoulder, and she flips her over.
Yeah.
In a cage, octagon, perfectly acceptable move. In the WWE ring, to a guy who's been watching wrestling for 25 years, it looked like she hurt Liv. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't look like Liv took a solid bump there because of the way Ronda yanked her over. I don't know if that, I could be wrong. I'm not in the ring getting yanked like that.
Those things hurt.
Exactly. And, from wrestling and talking to wrestlers and stuff like that, you got to watch out for your opponent always. You got to protect your opponent. You don't want to hurt the guy you're wrestling. And it looked a couple times where it just looks like Ronda's still in UFC mode.
You remember how Ken Shamrock transitioned over?
Exactly.
She's kind of doing the same shit.
Exactly. So, Liv did win the match. Point for Dean.
Woo!
2-1 to me, though. Let's move on over to the other women's title. The Raw women's title. Bianca Belair defending against big-time Bex, who looked stupid as all get out.
I was about to say, what the hell is she wearing?
Stupid as all get out. I hate big-time Bex, the character. I still love Becky Lynch. She still does all the great...
Like Hulk Hogan colors?
Yeah, I don't get it. It was a solid match overall. We all knew it was going to happen. Bianca got a redemption story against Becky at SummerSlam when she got Beck punched in the face and lost in 3 seconds. But the main... part coming out of this storyline is the...
Sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you.
Siri's just...
You hear that?
Siri's just talking to me.
Get out of here. Shut up, Siri.
The best part of this match is the returning Bayley.
Yes.
Bayley comes back.
Not even gonna lie, I marked out.
I marked out too. I did not know.
I love Bayley.
There was no...
I love heel Bayley.
I love heel Bayley too.
I don't really care for...
She's way better than ponytail Bayley.
Hugger?
Yeah, 110%. But another big part, we didn't know she was coming back. and you said this to me before the show tonight. Dakota Kai is back.
How about them keeping that under wraps?
Re-signed.
No one knew. It didn't leak or nothing.
I didn't see anything about it. I was on Twitter all day.
In a world where shit gets leaked all the time.
Immediately.
Good on them.
It was amazing to see Dakota Kai come out. And then Io Sky, formerly known as the Genius of the Sky, Io Shirai, makes her main roster debut. And it looks like Bayley is the leader of a badass woman's faction.
Mm-hmm.
Because those are 3 pretty badass ladies.
Yeah. And as we've seen today, there's a possibility that Io versus Asuka.
Io versus Asuka. You get tonight
such
on
a
Raw.
good match,
tonight
bro.
on Raw, at the beginning of Raw, Becky did come out and say she had something to her shoulder, dislocation, something. She's going to be out for a couple months. I think originally she was only going to be out for a little bit.
I'm not mad.
She said, but then she went to the back and got beat up by Bayley and Dakota and Io again tonight. So they said a couple months now. So I don't know if it's a kayfabe injury. I don't know if it's a real injury. Who knows? Maybe she wants to go home and spend time with the baby. Whatever.
I don't know.
Becky, who just came back recently, is gone again.
Which I'm fine with.
That's fine, because you got 3 more to take her.
And I love them. I was a huge fan of the man. Love it.
Yeah, I need something
And
back.
the last kicker.
Maybe it goes away and we get something back that, just give me back to Lynch again. Yeah, give me the last kicker back.
I just feel like creative was like, all right, try to match Seth a little bit.
Agreed.
You guys both have that kind of thing going.
Outrageous personality.
Because everybody knows you guys are together.
Yeah. Okay, whatever. I got Bianca in this match by courtesy of Rock, Paper, Scissors, and she did retain. So I'm up 3-1
Some bitch.
today on you. Let's go. Oh. Here, you wanted to talk about it.
There goes the swear jar. I said the B word.
Let's go. Westlake versus Parma. Logan Paul versus The Miz. The Battle of Northeast Ohio at SummerSlam.
Bro.
Why
does Logan Paul look so good in the ring?
Paul. I saw something today on
He's
Twitter.
so good.
I saw something today on
Shut up, Siri.
today on Twitter that said Logan Paul's a better wrestler than Dominic Mysterio.
And he's been doing it for how long?
I'm not going to disagree. Logan Paul.
He's so good.
He looked
so good.
He looked great.
And he just announced that he reached out.
He signed a
multi-year
multi-year contract. He has signed a contract with WWE.
Multi-event one.
We are going to see Logan Paul wrestling more and more, and
He said he's addicted.
Yeah, I'm not upset with him. My guy
good.
comes out with a Pokemon card around his neck.
I put a poll out on the Piledriver Twitter today.
Oh, okay. Here's your poll. All right.
Who is the most surprising? Like when you see them in the ring.
Okay.
Logan Paul.
Bad Bunny better be on that list.
No. It's just Logan Paul or Pat McAfee.
Oh, okay.
Who has impressed you the most?
Ooh, probably Pat. He jumped off War Games cage.
Yeah.
Like, Logan Paul's cool.
I went with Pat.
Logan Paul's cool, but Pat McAfee...
I'm amazed by
Logan
Logan
that was
Paul.
his first match, was War Games.
But Pat is so good at everything he does.
All right, but
WWE getting Pat McAfee was one of the best
Logan
moves.
Paul. You did pick Logan Paul. So 3-2.
Pachow.
Going up to me right now, 3-2.
Okay.
But Logan Paul's moonsault, he jumped, like he did a kick to the Miz, jumped through the ropes, and did a moonsault off the apron. Not off the ropes, just flat off the apron, which has no bounce. Beautiful moonsault.
That frog splash on the outside
His
onto the
frog
table.
splash, he jumped and twisted. He turned midair. It was gorgeous.
Chef's keys.
It was gorgeous. I'm not mad at Logan Paul one bit. I know people are going to hate that. Because, there's people that are like, what do I need to see this crap for? This guy, blah, blah, blah.
You know who I would love to call right now?
Entertaining.
You know who I would love to call right now and get on this show?
Who?
To get a reaction.
Saul. He would be all over this. He'd
be so mad.
He hates it.
He hates when celebrities come out. You should have heard him on Bad Bunny.
Again, Bad Bunny surprised the hell out of me. He did great. It's whatever.
When you find celebrities that come in and actually take it serious, it shows.
Yeah, exactly. It shows. They put in the work. And Bad Bunny, because everybody praised Bad Bunny in the back. Even Undertaker said that Bad Bunny came in and was putting in work in the gym to learn so he didn't mess up.
That's cool.
And it worked. It looked good. Let's talk about this match, and then we'll go into Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee was winning that poll, by the way.
Bobby Lashley Austin Theory, U.S. title.
I'm glad Lashley won.
I'm glad Lashley won. I picked Lashley. You got top 4.
Over, folks.
Going in McAfee, happy cool. Both beat me.
Flush.
Pat McAfee, top row. McAfee favorites. A hunt for Baron Corbin. Take long and put and sweet shit. It was bang.
I'm looking at my phone.
And it was McAfee thing. Hunter.
What is he gonna say?
And he made it himself. He didn't fall.
Yeah, he did good.
It was amazing.
It was just hilarious to hear him doing like the play-by-play that was going on in his head.
Oh yeah, I bet.
It was good. Go back and watch it.
Triple H is actually going to be a guest on the Impulsive podcast. They said tonight on Raw, so I'm going to give that a listen.
That's interesting.
Logan Paul kind of goes a little bit crazy on his podcast sometimes, so to get Triple H on there, maybe we'll get a little.
It ain't no Vince McMahon on Pat McAfee's show, but that's still kind of a big deal.
So with that, the scores have been tallied for the month of July. 19-15, and still.
Is that why he's wearing this shirt?
That's why I'm wearing the shirt.
Some bitch.
Head of the table.
I hate you.
3 months and running.
You.
3 months and running. I deserve it. I was not the run of the ropes champion for a long ass time. So,
I ran that shit.
Yeah. So now it's my turn.
Okay.
Now it's my turn.
I'm proud of you.
So yeah, that's gonna wrap up SummerSlam.
I love to see
we
it.
had Raw tonight, which was pretty solid for the most part. First hour was uninterrupted, commercial free. Becky, like I said, came out with the shoulder thing. Bianca attacked Bayley and all them multiple times. She ended up having a match with Io Shirai right as we were starting to recording the podcast. I have no idea who won.
Me too.
I know that tonight they had 2 triple threat matches. The winners of each triple threat match went on to face each other tonight, I assume in the main event, to determine a new number 1 contender. It was it was AJ Styles versus Tommaso Ciampa. Winner gets as the number 1 contender for the U.S. title. Again, we're recording currently, so I don't know who won that match.
Yeah, I don't either. We don't know anything else.
Yeah.
I know Edge came out and talked.
Edge came out and talked. Whatever.
That's weird.
I
love Edge. I'm just like a vignette.
I'm confused by the whole vignette, by the whole.
It wasn't necessary.
If they wanted the pop, like I think they thought they were going to get, they probably still own the rights to the music. They should have just had him come out to the Brood music. It's one of the hardest instrumentals I've ever heard in my life.
He already did it since his return.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
But yeah.
He came out with the flames.
Yeah, well, he came out with the flames last night.
Awesome.
He came out with the flames. He's got a new cool shirt that looks all, death metal-y. Like, give him the Brood music, dude. You got this.
But he wasn't gone long enough to have that vignette.
Exactly.
He was gone like what? A month?
Because they're trying to repackage him is all. That's all.
It's Edge.
But he
can repackage himself. He can do whatever.
What I would do with this is where you get a nice feud here. You can get a nice feud with the Judgment Day. You have him recruit a female. Like he said, because he came out tonight and he said he was trying to hire up the talents that weren't getting enough airtime, etc., etc. So you have him get a female. I don't know. Somebody from NXT. Give me, I'm not, she's with Toxic Attraction, but I'm just going to say her name, Gigi Dolan. You give me Gigi Dolan. You put her with Edge. You give him somebody else sweet. I don't know.
T-Bar.
There you go.
Dominic
Dijakovic. And you call them the New Brood. And you have them come out together.
Dominic Dijakovic is a dog.
Exactly. All death metal-y out. And then you get Finn Balor versus Edge. Damian Priest versus Dominic Dijakovic. And
those would be fucking bangers.
and then Gigi Dolan or insert random female who you want a push to, right? Dana Brooke, right here. I'm just saying, the new brood would pop, especially with the Triple H, Eric Reed coming, all the old fans like me and you who loved the Attitude Era.
Please
feel
make this happen.
like this is where it's going. They got the rights to go to TV 14. Vince retires. Triple H takes over. It looks like we're headed back towards Attitude Era. And that was the most popular era in pro wrestling ever.
Or if you want to do Mustafa Ali and Dominic Dijakovic with Edge.
I'm okay with that. He was in the triple threat match tonight, actually. I love Mustafa Ali.
Did you see that? He did that, what was it, like a 360 moonsault? And then AJ Styles caught him.
Dude, he did it. He did a moonsault and caught him, and then AJ Styles caught him in the Styles Clash and slammed him on fucking Miz.
Clean as fuck.
It was awesome. It was awesome. Just, I don't know.
There's another dollar to the swear jar. I'm at like $6.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everybody. I'm going to stop.
Okay, let's go ahead and hop into OCW because kicking off this weekend, Saturday, was it the 5th?
No, it's the 6th.
It's the 6th.
It's the 6th.
The 6th of August at Paolino Sports Bar. So I got the address too. I'm sorry. It's in Canal Fulton.
Yes, it is. But Paolino Mania 2, man, and this card is absolutely stacked. And we got a debut. Oh, not debut episode. We got episode 2 of the Z-Files where...
it looks like 20.
We're gonna have a special
It looks like
guest.
28.91. It's really small on the flyer, so I'm sorry if it's not right, but it's on Locust Street, Canal Fulton, Ohio. Paolino Sports Pub and Grub.
Yep.
Come out. We got Paolino Mania 2.
We got
some
a
matches.
good episode of the Z-Files coming up. We're not going to say anything else. You just got to tune in and
We
see.
do have a good episode of the
And we're gonna have-
Z-Files. If you're not
And
hip,
your boys are doing a kickoff show.
My daughter has started her journalism career, and she has got her own show on Believe Land Media called the Z-Files, where every week we do a show, she will interview a random wrestler and ask them some wrestling-related questions, some normal few off-the-wall questions just to see their kind of answers. So, tune in. Last week she interviewed Lord Thomas the Brute, and it was pretty good.
We need some Z-Files stickers.
That would be sweet. So, we're going to look into that, because stickers are awesome. But
and the logo's cool.
This week, we will be doing pre-show.
Yep.
Together.
First
time pre-show.
Second time.
Oh, that's right. Second time.
House Party was the first.
House Party was the first. But that really wasn't the same, because we were off in the cut.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm excited to see Glenn Lane. I'm excited to see Nick Hahn, because these boys have...
got some heat.
There has been a challenge laid down by I think Nick Hahn laid down the challenge. Or Glenn Lane, I'm sorry. Glenn Lane laid down the challenge to get into the ring with Nick Hahn. And it was accepted only if they can each pick a partner. So it will be a tag team match. I have no word on who the tag team partners of them will be.
Do you want to take some guesses?
We can. But first, let's get into this card for this weekend.
This card is stacked.
So, we're going to jump into a good match. I know it'll be a good match because of one of the competitors. I'm not really sure on the other competitor. I've never seen him wrestle. I've never heard of him. Ryan Michaels is going one-on-one against Bryant Huff.
Yeah,
I'm not familiar with Bryant Huff, so I'm excited to see him. First-timers are always cool. Even the mime at Summerfest it was different. But we got Ryan Michaels going up against Bryant Huff in a one-on-one match. There's no implications on the line, just a one-on-one normal match. But Ryan Michaels coming off a crazy big win at Summerfest.
He needed that win
where
too.
he had this whole crowd behind him.
That OCW crowd was lit. I went back and watched it.
The OCW crowd was lit, bro. So,
we need that.
We're gonna go ahead. I mean,
Paolino Mania. It's a free event.
Come to Paolino Mania, free event. Hang out. Jimmy Shane told me they got good food at Paolino's bar, so I'm excited to eat some good food. Wrestling.
Grab some beers.
You can have some beers, cocktail.
Watch some wrestling. Do it.
So who you got winning? Ryan Michaels continuing the winning streak, or you got the newcomer Bryant Huff?
Huff.
Okay.
But I'm going to go with Ryan Michaels.
You're going to take Ryan Michaels? I'm also going to pick Ryan Michaels, so let's do this. 1, 2, 3, shoot!
Yeah, baby!
All right, Brian Huff, you better bring it home for me, baby. right. All right.
New month.
New month. This is a new month.
All right.
Coming up next, we have another guy I'm not too familiar with. There's 3 people on this card, actually, that I'm not too familiar with that aren't really OCW regulars. We have the Star, Robbie Starr.
The Hall of Famer.
The Hall of Famer. Akron's own Hall of Famer. Going one-on-one with Cody Hawk.
Cody, I've read up about him. He's well respected in the area.
He's pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a veteran.
Okay. I mean,
He's trained some good people.
He looks, I'm looking
I
at
think
his,
Moxley might have trained with him.
looking at his picture here, he looks like a more in shape Val Venus. I'm going to take Robbie Starr, though, because I'm not too familiar with the Hawkster.
I'm going to go with Cody.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Cody.
So Dean goes Cody Hawk. I'm going Robbie Starr. Now, this is one bonus points available.
Say what?
Brandon Fields has issued another open challenge. So Brandon Fields will be going one-on-one with Vacant right now. So you get a point if you can pick the correct person, and you get a point if you can pick the winner.
Kenny Cash.
Kenny Cash is going to accept the challenge.
And win.
Ooh, Dean said Dean's going to win too?
I got faith in Kenny.
And the win. All right, my pick, because at Summerfest, you said you went back and watched it. Do you remember who answered Brandon Fields' first open challenge?
Yeah, it was
the Baker, James Hickey. So my guess is the Baker's tag team partner.
Oh, I didn't even think about
Jared
that.
Knight.
One half of the Boogie Nights.
You're damn right. We'll accept that. We'll accept that open
Why
challenge.
didn't I think about that? I'm still going with Kenny Cash. Good pick.
But
why did I not think
But
of that?
I have Brandon Fields taking the W.
Do you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's not. It's more of a entourage thing at this point. It's the Boogie Nights have tried to get into the entourage.
All this has been going on for months.
Exactly. So why I think and Jared Knight wasn't around last week. He was supposed to be in
I think it's
Boogie.
about to blow up.
He was supposed to be in Baker's corner last week or last month. I mean, he didn't show up. Something happened. We don't know what happened, but we know Nick Khan did make a reference about it in the ring.
Of course he would.
So I'm gonna.
Of course he would.
We can only assume that Nick Khan attacked, and the entourage attacked him backstage, therefore making him incapacitated for the show. Which is why he's my pick to show up at Paolino Mania.
That's a good one. Absolutely, 100%.
But let's go ahead and jump right back into this card. We got a couple matches left to pick for. We got a tag team match that, I mean, it doesn't say it has implications, but it certainly could. We don't currently have number 1 tag team contenders.
Unless you want to consider Gino and them.
They lost.
I know,
So why would they be?
Who?
We have Gino and Asher Knox going up against Calvin Lewis and Malcolm Cambridge of Members Only, who just picked up a huge victory in a 4-way tag team dance at Absolution.
Yeah.
So they come in here, they make a big statement against DeCapo and Knox. That could put them really high up there to face DD Trash for the OCW tag team.
Is that who you're picking?
No. I can't. As much as I love Members Only, and look, and I said it last week on the show, my guy Earl, I really hope he's in attendance because he was a great guy, and I'd love to chat up some more wrestling with him. I can't, in good conscience, think that Gino DeCapo is going to take that loss lightly.
No, you're right.
He's going to come out angry. He's going to be pissed. So I got to go with DeCapo and Knox.
Me too.
It's all right. I'll take Members Only. I'm not mad at that at all.
I'm not mad at it either way either.
And then we have
It's like being you in one of the arguments.
another debuting. He's not debuting, I don't think. I think he's been in OCW before, but I've not since my time with OCW. We have the Half Pint Punk, Eric Smalls, going one-on-one with Sydney. Again, this is a match I don't know how to pick for because I
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
I'm going half pint.
I'm going half pint too.
Yes!
I'm 0 for 3 on rock, paper, scissors tonight, so there goes that.
Yeah.
All right. Only matches left. We have our title matches. Let's start it with the Ohio Heritage Championship. The Guiding Light, Matthew Taylor,
That's your boy.
taking on Chuck the Truck Morris.
Oh, man. Is it your pick? Or you want me to go?
You can go. I don't care.
I'm going with Chuck. I think Chuck's going to retain.
Okay.
Although it's going to be... I think this could potentially be the match of the night.
I'll take Matt. I'm okay with taking the Guiding Light.
And I wouldn't even be mad at
Guidance by violence, my friend.
that. He's so good.
He's so good. All right.
But I'm just going with my gut feeling. I think Chuck's going to retain.
And here it is. The OCW
I'm kind of nervous.
Weight Championship match. I'm kind of nervous about it too, for being 100% honest. My boy, the Thunderbird, will be defending his title again against Jimmy Shane. Again. Didn't
Put
he
some
already beat
respect
these
on
guys
Jimmy
once?
Shane. What's his name?
I will.
Say his full name.
No Shane. Jimmy Shane.
There you go.
No Shane James. That's what Jake calls him, James. But didn't he already beat
man's
the
a
winners?
legend in OCW.
Didn't he already beat the winners?
Yeah.
What did Jimmy do to deserve another title shot?
It's his hometown.
Oh,
Jake called him out.
that's true, he did. He said he was going to beat him in his hometown. That's fine.
Paulie was there.
I mean, like you said, I'm a little nervous about this because of the fact we played high school sports. You know how important that home field advantage can be.
Yes.
Jimmy's already said his mom's going to be there. Mama Shane is going to be in the house. So, I mean, I'd show out for my mama. You'd show out if your mama was in the house.
Yeah.
Jake better watch his ass, man. I'm worried about this.
You know
one.
Jake's gonna go talk trash to
Oh,
Mama.
yeah. I'm fully looking forward to that.
What if they clash on the kickoff show again? You weren't there that day.
No, I wasn't.
They were going at it.
They were staring each other down at Summerfest pretty hard, too. You know, back and forth for both their matches. Jake was at commentary for Jimmy's match. Jimmy was at commentary for the final match.
I love it.
So,
The tension is brutal.
go ahead. I'll let you pick first.
Sorry, Jake. But I gotta go with Jimmy Shane here.
Caw-caw!
I'm not mad at it. I love Jake.
The picks are in. The picks are in. They're locked in. Total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points on the line here.
8 points.
I mean,
What happened? What happens with the entourage? With Nick on? What?
That's coming at Beach Bash. Let me
I
go
know.
ahead. Let me go
But
ahead.
you know, something's gonna go down at Paolino Mania.
Oh, so
Between
as
us
I
two.
pull up to go at my Facebook to get on OCW, it's been 30 minutes ago. Ciampa beats AJ Styles with help from The Miz to become the new #1 contender for the United States Championship.
I like it.
I like it too. Oh, and that's... Ooh. See, this is why I can't do this while we're doing a show, because then I pop in the comment section and I read theories. So, Ciampa, #1 contender. So what happens next week when Johnny Gargano returns and him and Ciampa beat the shit out of The Miz? And DUI reunites.
I will mark
Because
out.
Triple H is in charge
I
now.
will lose my shit.
Like, ooh! Like, see, this is why I can't do this stuff. Alright,
I will lose my shit.
OCW, I'm headed to Beach Bash so I can get some news.
That is
Exactly. Exactly. Like, what could happen?
so much could happen.
Alright. So, yeah. I know that, on August 20th, it has been announced for Beach Bash, Natalie May finally gets a rematch against Eden VE for the OCW Women's title in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Let me see. Yep. Falls Count Anywhere. Here we go. Agent Nick Hahn has... Oh, Glenn Lane has... Agent Nick Hahn has accepted the challenge of Glenn Lane. Always with a twist to things to his benefit, Agent Nick Hahn has counter-offered with a challenge of his own. Agent Hahn has proposed to tag with Brandon Fields against Glenn Lane and a partner of his choosing. At Beach Bash, by the way. So this will be at Beach Bash on August 20th.
Okay.
We can take guesses on who we think the partner is going to be, who, etc., etc. But right now,
Nah.
not right now we can't, because we're going to get through Paolino Mania first.
You're not going to want to miss it.
It's going to be a fantastic show.
Come down to Canal Fulton this Saturday. It's free.
Hang out
Come
with your
watch
boys.
Yeah, come say hi.
Definitely.
If you're on, put you on the air.
Hey,
Maybe.
yeah, if you want to come talk wrestling with us, we can. Yeah, come talk wrestling with us for sure. And since we've started doing the pre-show, we've had at least one guest stop by the show every time.
If you want us to ask some wrestlers.
Last week at Summerfest, Agent Nick Hahn showed up, and of course he didn't want to talk to me. He wanted to talk to the werewolf. Whatever. But it was great to have Agent Nick Hahn.
Is there something going on between those two?
I don't know. I think werewolf's on the payroll. So we got to watch out. Maybe he's undercutting the hammer.
Oh, dude, you better not. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised. Werewolves are sneaky.
Sneaky.
Other than that, I don't really have much else to go on. Congratulations to Ric Flair, I guess, for winning your match last night.
Let's talk about
that. You looked old, but kudos to you for going out on your own terms.
Bro, I seen someone on Twitter. I wish I had their name in front of me so I can call them out. They redrew Mermaid Man from SpongeBob. Merman. Mm-hmm. The old one. Mm-hmm. And made it look like him.
Flair.
Oh my god.
I believe
it was so spot on.
And it's just, I didn't watch the pay-per-view last night.
He just did too much.
He was, you're 90 years old
You
almost.
can turn on a little, window fan on low.
And it hits him over.
No, it splits him open.
That's true, too. Yeah, he's got blood thinners.
Dude,
he's like your grandma. You barely touch him, he bruises.
He could barely throw chops.
Exactly. It's not the same. And
if you would have came out, did a hot tag, and did a figure four or something, cool.
It's kudos to him for going out on his own terms.
Yeah, I respect the hell out of it.
There was multiple reports saying that he wanted to do a dive off the stage or something like that. And Charlotte was like, are you freaking crazy?
There was a few times I was genuinely concerned for him.
And what part of me thinks, and I read this from somebody else, so it's not my own thought, but I thought of it, and I totally agree.
I love Rick.
Do you think that Rick and AEW are going to do that too? Because Sting's 65 years old too, and Sting sure as hell jumped off that Titantron into the one last match they fought at the pay-per-view.
You seen Bret Hart and Mick Foley and Undertaker all sitting there?
Mick Foley, Taker was there.
They're all sitting by each other?
Yep. I think the biggest thing for me, my favorite picture from it, was Tony Schiavone posted today. His first interview with Ric Flair 30, 40 years ago, however long it was. And Tony Schiavone was young with a little porn stash.
They had the same commentator with him.
Yeah, and then he was the one that gave him his last interview last night. And it was pretty freaking cool. I thought that was sweet. Other matches, we had the Briscoes.
They had a pretty stacked card.
I got it here. My favorite match of the card would have had to have been...
Bandito was crazy.
Would have had to have been Jonathan Gresham. There was a four-way dance. I can't name the other guys. Like I said, I have to pull it up. I don't know off the top of my head. But right after he asked for his release, okay, we heard rumors that they got into a screaming match. And then I heard rumors later on that day that Gresham tried to use his PWI rating as argument as to why he should be better. He's rated, in case you didn't know, I don't know the number exactly, but I know that he is rated in the top 20 wrestlers around the world this year. Top 20. Put on a great match at this card and won. Looked amazing while doing it. Where does Jonathan Gresham go from here? Because he's a great wrestler. Great wrestler. My favorite thing for him, and I think it would still be the best because it fits his style the best, is that Pure title. The Ring of Honor Pure Championship. Where you only get the 3 rope breaks and stuff like that. Like, that's legitimate wrestling as well. He would benefit more from that. But
Wheeler Yuta.
Wheeler Yuta's the champ now, yeah.
I love Wheeler Yuta.
Alright, so here we go. We got the card. There was a bunkhouse battle royal match.
Yeah. Everybody went after Bully Ray.
Yeah, I saw that Bully and Effie did the was up.
I love
That's
Effie.
Pretty cool. You get the Wolves, Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards versus the Motor City Machine Guns. Motor City Machine Guns came out with a win. I mean, I will forever love Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin.
Me too.
Killer Cross absolutely destroyed Davey Boy Smith Jr.
Who? Do you think he would come back to WWE?
Who? Killer Cross? Maybe.
With Scarlett?
Maybe not. It was
keep an eye on that.
Jonathan Gresham versus Nick Wayne versus Alan Angels, which is 5, and versus Konosuke Takeshita.
Who can go? Alan can go.
In a 4 corners match for a shot at the Progress Wrestling World Championship. That's what it was. Jonathan Gresham took it, and it was a great match.
Did you ever watch Progress Wrestling?
It's good.
Yeah.
You had Cody Rhodes discussing his father's rivalry with Flair on Titantron. You had, wrestlers from different companies. Like, everybody put into this. Nick Aldis was there. Rock and Roll Express was there. Brian Pillman Jr., Brock and Arn. Like, everybody was there. Ricky Morton, the Rock and Roll Express, teamed up with his son, and they wrestled against Brian Pillman Jr. and Brock Anderson, which was 2 young guys versus... Ricky Morton's like 117. Like, he's old as dirt.
Dude, he be doing some crazy shit.
I mean, of course, they didn't
In
win.
GCW, he be doing some weird shit, dude. Like, sir, what are you doing?
I mean, you had Ray Phoenix versus Black Taurus versus Laredo Kid versus Bandito.
Did you see Bandito
match
do that dive and
where Taurus caught him?
Otherwise, he'd have been.
Otherwise, he would have been dead. Yeah.
That was broken neck.
Ray Phoenix, of course, pulled that win out.
Because he's amazing.
Nothing surprising there. I mean, I do love Black Taurus. You had Josh Alexander defending the Impact World Championship against the only Uso who didn't win this weekend, Jacob Fatu.
I like Jacob.
I love Jake Fatu. He's nasty. But it was due to outside interference. So he didn't pin Jacob Fatu. So, Von Erichs versus the Briscoes. Briscoes won, obviously. And then you had the Triple Threat Knockouts Women's Championship. Jordan Grace, Deonna Purrazzo, Rachel Ellering. Jordan Grace retains.
I knew it.
Her and her husband. Are they married?
Yeah, they're married.
Okay. So her and her husband's on the Ric Flair's last match card.
Woo.
And then, of course, you get Ric Flair and his son-in-law, Andrade El Idolo, versus Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. I mean, Flair did the strut. Flair did the chops.
He brought out Big Goldie.
He wore out Big Goldie. He looked great in the robe. Ric Flair. I mean, I'm not mad at him at all. Like, I don't know, man.
It was hard to watch,
it was hard,
man.
Exactly. Because, like I told you before the show, in my mind, my Ric Flair last match will forever be Ric Flair versus Shawn Michaels, where Shawn Michaels says, "I love you, I'm sorry," kicks your fucking head off. That's how you should have went out, Rick. What it is, though. Is what it is. Rick got to win. He got to go out on his own terms.
I'm happy for him, though.
I'm happy for him as well. Coming up in August, we got, like I said, Paolino Mania. Bash the Beach.
This weekend.
Is it Beach Bash?
You can't say that.
Beach Bash. Don't forget, we will all be dressed up for Beach Bash. If you would like to come out, I got me a fancy Hawaiian shirt.
I can give me one
have
too.
A fancy Hawaiian shirt.
I'm gonna get it in too.
We're all gonna have fancy Hawaiian shirts on. It's gonna be a great time.
It's gonna be a good time. Real good time.
I have nothing else.
Shout out to Capo for winning the AIW Fonz.
Oh, the Bill Alfonso Hardcore
Fonzie,
title.
Man. AIW Fonzie was good. Anything AEW going on?
The biggest thing I saw for AEW was Hook winning the FTW title.
Yes, I love that. You knew it was going to happen.
I loved it. The best part about it, again, coming from the father's standpoint,
How about Hobbs?
was Taz in the back cutting the promo about how this title didn't mean nothing. It's not a sanctioned title. I made it because they wouldn't give me a shot, and now my son has it, and he won it. He was like, it's just a proud moment, and as a father, I was like, that's pretty friggin' cool.
That's cool.
So that was my favorite part. Christian said he was going to kill Jungle Boy on live TV, put him in a body bag next to Luke Perry. What?
Jungle Boy called him a pussy?
Jungle Boy called him a pussy, said his wife was unsatisfied in the bedroom.
I was like, what?
Yeah, I don't know.
It was interesting to say
AEW
that.
was solid. Wrestling was good all week long. And with Triple H in control, I honestly feel like we could go back to having ratings wars. Like, it could go that way.
I think so.
Because, dude, if you think about it, people that have went to AEW from NXT style, I won't like Samoa Joe, Adam Cole, etc., etc. You don't think Adam Cole would come back now if Triple H was like, bro, I don't give a shit if you play video games in your spare time? Because that was part of the reason he left. He loves his Twitch channel.
Yeah.
He likes to play video games. He gets, endorsements, sponsors, whatever he gets off that. Maybe he doesn't get any money. Maybe he just has fun. You know what I'm saying? But he likes to do that. And WWE said no. So he was like, okay, cool. I'll go wrestle elsewhere where I can still play video games. Triple H wanted him back and was like, yo, come back. We'll bring whole UE back. You guys can all make a surprise entrance at Royal Rumble.
No, wild.
And you can play video games. I don't care. And then in the Women's Royal Rumble, oh my God, who makes their debut? DMD! What? It could happen. Like, anything could happen now.
I would freak out if the lights went out and you just hear shock the system.
That would be fantastic.
It'd have to be the main roster, because if it went back to the new NXT...
I'd be upset about that.
Yeah.
But that's it could be.
I can't get behind the new NXT. I'm sorry.
I think things will be infinitely better under Triple H and Stephanie McMahon.
Well,
here's to hoping. With that, I think that's it.
Yeah.
I got nothing else.
Thank you guys for joining in. We'll be back Saturday.
We'll be back Saturday live from Paolino Mania.
For the pre-show, kickoff show.
We'll be live on
Z-Files.
We'll be live on BelieveLandMedia.com.
Yes. Follow us on Believe in Media on YouTube. You can watch it. We got the website BelieveInMedia.com. Follow us on Twitter. Share it, like it. Spotify, Apple, do the whole damn thing. We appreciate you guys. Thanks again to our sponsors, and we'll see you Saturday at Paolino Mania.
Later.
Bye.